It's Andy here with a little Andy's Travel Blog travel rant. Just the nature of having a blog means I need to have an audience, and the way to get an audience for a travel blog is talking about great experiences you have while you're traveling. So I do that a lot, and I take pictures to kind of not exaggerate it, but show you why I'm truly amazed at some of the things that I see, that I get to see. And I am thankful for that, I really am. What I wanted to warn you about, though, is if I hear from people a lot, Andy, I wish I could travel like you. I frequently wish I could travel like my blog often gives the impression that I travel. What do I mean by that? This is kind of hard to explain, and I don't want to come across as like a depressed person or anything like that. I do struggle with depression, just so we're very clear on that. It runs in the family, and I've struggled with it for years. But I guess the best way I have of putting it is, whoever you are when you're not traveling is who you'll be when you are traveling. And the only real difference is you'll be the same version of yourself in a different location. So, random cars doing stuff behind me. So if you're depressed and you're lonely and you think that travel's gonna fix that, you're focusing on the wrong thing. Because if you want to use travel as a way to change scenery and get away from something, all you're really doing is fixing a symptom. You're not fixing the problem. So if you're lonely, get out there, make some friends. And if you don't know how to do that, I don't know, try something different. Try something that you haven't been doing. If you're depressed, travel is going to distract you from that, certainly. But there will be a moment where you're lying in your bed, and I don't care if it's in a hostel in Berlin a couple years ago, or whether it was in the Grand Hyatt in Hong Kong this May. I was depressed, and I was in one of the nicer hotels that the Hyatt chain has, and I was depressed in that Hyatt chain. So travel's not going to fix you. Now that said, if life's going great and you want to travel the world a little bit, do it. Even if life isn't perfect, traveling's great. I just do not want you, for any reason, to have an impression that travel can fix matters of the soul. And maybe if you want to take a pilgrimage someplace, then yes, obviously travel can interact with the soul in that way. But travel's not going to fix you. It really isn't. And it's hard to write that out in a blog post that explains it. And that's why I shot this video. And I apologize if it's kind of shaky. I don't really have a steady cam or anything like that. But I just wanted to get that out there because I heard it again the other day. Andy, we wish we could travel like you. And I totally get what people are saying, and I'm so appreciative of the spirit and of which they're saying it. But I kind of want to tell people, listen, be careful when you say you want to travel like me, because oftentimes I travel alone and I'd rather be traveling with somebody. You know, oftentimes things do go quite wrong. I almost got like very mugged in Christchurch, New Zealand, of all places. So travel's not always exciting. It's not always fun. I've been sitting in Cathay Pacific first class, miserable, absolutely miserable. So just take that. Take everything you read on the blog with a bit of a grain of salt, because a lot of it is edited for that effect. That, you know, this is a great way to travel, and you have to do that. Nobody wants to read the depressed travel blogger. So, anyways, that's just a good old-fashioned rant for you. Really, I wanted to get outside and walk around for a bit because there's nice weather tonight. But anyways, if you have any questions about that, please let me know. And also, like, I'm okay. I promise you I am. There's just some things that were on my mind, and I wanted to share them with you. So there you go. Talk to you soon.